The COVID-19 crisis brings unprecedented changes to the economy and the way we live, work and forge relationships. Malaysia's 2020 economic outlook is equally bleak, with an expected GDP contraction of negative 0.2% at its worst and a growth of 0.5% at its best. One particular highly vulnerable group being impacted by this crisis is the Orang Asli communities. The Orang Asli communities represent the most impoverished group in Malaysia, with 76.9% categorized as poor and 35.2% living in hardcore poverty. As such, this group is at risk of severe poverty from losses of livelihood. The complexity of the COVID-19 crisis and the context-specific nature of its impact on Orang Asli communities highlight the need for targeted interventions on addressing the livelihoods of Orang Asli population. Informal work within the agriculture sector represents the main sources of income for the majority of Orang Asli communities. One of the ways is by putting efforts to maintain agriculture supply chains and strengthen the market linkages for local farmers and producers, while promoting decent work. This can be done by creating a platform mechanism to create a set of opportunities for labour matching mechanisms for informal workers to access available employment opportunities in agricultural food value chains. A platform can be developed that connects farmers' demands for temporary workers with individuals who are unemployed or underemployed. This platform can also facilitate matching of labour demand and supply in the agri-food system. Where possible, provide online and via phone job search, counselling and intermediation. In addition, liaise with local agencies and administrations to promote market linkages at the micro level. For example, introduce vegetable delivery sourced from local producers. The platform can also consider provision of passes to ease the logistics issues under restrictions of movement. So as an example, countries like Germany and Austria have developed a similar platform that connects farmers' demand for temporary workers with individuals who are unemployed or underemployed. Farmers can indicate the demand for labour or seasonal workers, while those affected by temporary or permanent unemployment or underemployment can indicate their availability. The platform can also invite, support and monitor employers of wage farm workers for guaranteeing more sick pay protections and information for workers in the fields. However, in creating this labour platform as an opportunity to sustain the livelihood of Orang Asli communities, there are certain barriers to be cognizant of. One is on availability of funding sources to develop this platform. As this is for the marginalised community, one possibility is for government agencies such as Jabatan Kebajikan Orang Asli to collaborate with private sector to develop this labour platform. Positioning this as part of corporate social responsibility for the private sector may be one of the ways to achieve this aspiration for the marginalised communities such as Orang Asli. Secondly, the digital divide with access to opportunities hinging on the marginalised community to have technological access and capacity is also another challenge to be addressed. Again, the need to collaborate with government agencies in bridging the digital divide will be crucial to reach out to the marginalised community as Orang Asli, especially with the COVID-19 pandemic presenting significant impacts in terms of unemployment and underemployment for informal workers in rural areas where their livelihoods are at high risk. As such, this platform, if done well, can make a huge difference and impact to the livelihoods of the Orang Asli. Hopefully, this idea can be taken up soon by the relevant parties. Thank you.